but I want to get one league of this done today, especially because I'm taking most of the weekend off. We're in really deep. We're in really deep. Let's talk about it. So this is, first thing first, this is an evolution of a deck we've played in the past. This was at one point a blue-white Emeria deck with Aether Mages, Aether Channeler, and like just trying to like use Brought Back to power out lands and get to like a really powerful late game. We are in a bit deeper than that now. And we're built around here, Elesh Norn, Mother of Machines. The, very, very powerful card. 3 mana, 4/7 Vigilance, permanent ETB, double, stop your opponent's from permanents from ETBing. And what's cool about this deck is we have 2 2-mana Accelerants, or 8 2-mana Accelerants that allow us to cast Elesh Norn on turn 3. If we brought back 2 fetch lands, that's Elesh Norn on turn 3, or if we play Heartless Summoning, that's Elesh Norn on turn 3. And we have this package in an Emeria the Sky Ruin shell, where we're able to accelerate our lands with the brought back and eventually get to a point where Emeria is going to be able to reanimate Avalanche Riders, Muldrifter, Solitude, Elesh Norn, your creatures every single turn to give you that amount of inevitability in the late game. We have 1 Golos also to tutor up Emeria. I think you only want to play 1. And definitely very deep here. Binding triggers also double up with Elesh Norn, which is really sweet. I'm very excited for this one. We'll see how it does. I think it's pretty cool. We can keep this. We have Solitude Ephemerate. We've got Muldrifter. Murktide again, the only deck in Modern. Hopefully they play a Channeler and a Ragavan this turn, or 2 more Channelers. Binding. Yeah, thankfully we can pitch the Binding to the Solitude this hand. We have 16 fetch lands overall too, so we're pretty likely to find mana. What if some Eldar's calls and one-ofs? You just have to be way more specific than that. In general, like this is something I don't like about the Elesh Norn builds that are really popular right now. Elesh Norn is a 5 mana creature in Modern. And when your Eldar is calling for it, it's 7, man. So I'm just like not in love with the Eldar call plan for the most part for Elesh Norn. Is Channeler bad now? Channeler is one of the best cards in Modern. I've actually been in the decks I've been playing lately. Channeler has been like much better than Ragavan, but I've also been playing like a lot of like somewhat linear strategies too. That like are graveyard focused, just trade this for a Bolt probably. Bring to Light though, yeah, but Bring to Light, you're not Eldar. Listen, we're playing Elesh Norn here. We have a lot of accelerants into it, but like I just like the Eldar call for your Elesh Norn. It's not horrible, but it ain't that good either. You know what I mean? It ain't that good either. Yeah, Eldar Call is a fine card, but it's just like, I guess my main point, what I'm trying to say is like, Elesh Norn is just not that big a part of your deck's game plan, and so I'm more interested in trying to make it a bigger part of the deck's game plan by building the deck like this. That's what I'm trying to say. Murktide 6/6. Okay, play this in case you draw Ephemerate. No Ephemerate, but let's go ahead and just get the Murktide off the table here. Am I allowed to co-stream Pro Tour? Yeah, I'm not going to, but other people will. Get Godless Shrine here. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell. Famous last words. Yeah. Only 2 cards in their hand. We have plenty of great top decks here. And that was not one of them. Maltica Brews with Mamber? Not yet, but we could maybe try it. You know what? I guess I'm supposed to take another hit from Ragavan, and then next turn go Muldrifter plus brought back. LGS doesn't have Chain the Rocks replace. I guess Path. I guess Path. Not sure 23 months. Thank you. I guess Path if you do. LGS doesn't have Chain the Rocks. Question is, I guess, do we play around Bolt ever here? It's an interesting draw. So I'll play around Spell Pierce. Not gonna crack my fetch yet though. Because right now I'm dead to the Ragavan. Okay. Binding is 2 mana. I can go Idyllic Range plus Binding this turn. Or I could just take 3. I think Idyllic Range plus Binding is gonna be better. Okay, I did the Bolt. Because it would turn on the Maria here. Why didn't I crack the fetch? Could just be dead if I crack the fetch. Right. Should like 99% sure I said. Okay. I think I could Golos also. Maybe I'll trim a Heartless Summoning. Keep the Golos in. Let's keep 4th Alshnorn in. Just to keep playtesting. Okay, on the play. Let's keep this. I think we'll play a Maria turn 1. It's kind of close. You know, we'll see how hard Domain is to assemble here. We can play a little slower with the Wall of Omens, probably. I think getting a Plains is a pretty nice priority because of Blood Moon. Just get Hallowed Fountain next turn, maybe. I think we're only 4 colors, right? Quadricolor, mono white deck. Wall of Omens, so good. Where's the Atraxa? We're in the wrong 4-color combo for Atraxa, right? Atraxa is green instead of red. Book Muldrifter all day, every day. They don't have Delirium to heat my Wall of Omens. They could maybe get it with the Ledger Shredder Connive though. I'm definitely blocking. If they bolt my wall, that frees me up to go Muldrifter Ephemerate here. Perfect. Heartless Summoning is maybe the best draw here. No, I guess maybe we're looking for a Solitude to not discard. Perfect. I think I want to Solitude the Shredder before I Ephemerate Muldrifter so that I have a little bit of, they have a little bit less info on what to loot away. Founding, See the Truth, and Hellraiser Control. I just don't have literally no idea how you make the room there. Okay, so we get to go Solitude on top. Ephemerate Muldrifter. I'm probably swapping the Fables and 2 Consider for 2 Truth, 2 Founding. I don't know. You have to cut expressive iteration. You have to cut the iterations too. Iteration's not very good with See the Founding, I think, because you just can't play both of them on turn 2. That's been my experience, at least. I think I'd keep the binding for Murktide. Yeah, the See the Truth plan could maybe be worth testing in that show. Right, easy block. Well, maybe not that easy of a block because we do have the Ephemerate rebound coming down. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. It's just a lot of good cards they could hit. But I guess if they're attacking, they don't have a burn spell there. We just drew another Ephemerate. Have a counterspell this time. Scare doing fine, doing fine. And we have a pretty big degree of inevitability with this Emeria. We need one more planes in play. Or like, you know, we need to draw one more planes and then get them all in play. And have them not have Blood Moon. They went Iteration into Murktide here. We have a binding, thankfully. They'll have 3 cards. We'll have 4 cards. Should we better have it See the Truth 3, Founding 3, Place Fable Iteration? Well, can't you just go maybe cut all the considers, 4 Founding, 4 Fable, or so 4 Founding, 4 See the Truth, the iterations, and then you could play Fable. You have a couple flex spots you can mess around with at that point. Might want to get Idyllic Grange here, so I'll just wait. I guess they have another Murktide though, because they only made that one a 4/4. We're gonna be able to get Emeria online, although we may just fall to the second Murktide here. They had a really good draw this game. They had Ragavan and the Shredder Bauble, Subtlety for my first Solitude, double Murktide. I'm kind of flooded here, unfortunately. Kind of feels like they have a counterspell as well, and we're just going to be... If we don't draw an answer to the Murktide, which we have a lot of answers to it, but if we don't draw one here, we're going to be like a turn too short of Emeria, get back Solitude every turn. Have I tried less lands? I feel like we're not in the change the freaking deck portion of the stream yet, chat. I think it's just, just okay to... take an L when you get a little flooded against a Murktide opponent with an incredible draw like that. It's just okay. I'm gonna play all these Tyvars, and I know that you're playing up against a Kahira deck. At least one more. Like the first copy of I don't know I can't remember the name of the card. The Tenacious Underdog. That could be worth playing. Deathred Shaman. Deathred Shaman's kind of interesting, yeah. I don't hate the suggestion. Can we get Godless Shrine Plains here, I think? 4 Mistress Research Desk has got to be incorrect, though. That card does not seem like particularly good and like not good enough to play 4 copies for sure. I understand, like, you can mill it over incidentally with Tyvar. Discarded the Channeler. But the card is just kind of, like, slow, right? Could be underestimating it. I'll play the Plains. If my opponent plays a Teferi, I probably just have to cycle the Ephemerate. I like this to discard a Channeler Fable for card advantage. 4 seems like way too many. Your deck's going to be too slow, I think. Rude. I guess I get to go either end of turn dress down or main phase dress down. I think I like end of turn because they have to evoke Solitude or cast Counterspell. They can't have Archmage's Charm. Although maybe doing it end of turn to like force the counterspell so I could untap. I don't know. Seems okay. I could get behind like literally one copy of Dusk, but like I think that's a little bit too dirtily. Your deck already has a ton of card advantage anyways. Okay, no rebound ephemerate for us. Dude, I don't understand. People just bounce Muldrifter against me all of the freaking time. It's just like a common play. I guess they're gonna use the counterspell, but even then, like they have to use the counterspell. Although, why don't we just cast Solitude here so that their counterspell mana is like kind of useless? Non-binding blue-white. Yeah, binding is so insane. I don't know why you'd ever cut it. Yeah, I like the idea of like Death Threat Shaman over Dusk. You can play the 4th Tybar also over like the first Terra Sunder. Although maybe I just kind of irrationally hate that card, you know. maybe Terra Sunder is better than I think it is. I always think it's so bad. And Mary is also always awkward against blue-white, I guess, because they don't have that much destruction-based removal. That being said, I could maybe activate Golos next turn. Teferi doesn't stop Golos, which is nice. You ever Golos for an Emeria, chat? Supreme Verdict Insurance. Good with the Muldrifter Evokes too. Yeah, I think that Death Ray Shaman is potentially going to be your answer. That's what I would try. See how it feels. The Tyvar milling helps. You have a lot of looting to help fill the yard for Shaman. I'd be interested in that. Don't think I've got too many other notes than like. Shaman over Dusk, and you play one Dusk over the one Terror Sunder if you want. Or you could cut the Ravens Man too, if you want to keep the Dusks in. Right, green, red, blue, black. Oh. Death Threat and Pioneer. Yes, it is in Pioneer, and it's not very good. Dude, Emeria plus Avalanche Riders. What are they ever going to do here? I'm going to draw 2. Alright, sure. Haven't been wrecked by a Wandering Emperor lately. It's okay, we're pretty ahead. My hand has 3 Muldrifters. One of them was bounced by a Teferi. Yeah, we 4-1 with the Trexit today. Yeah, Priest Forgotten Gods, Fiend Artisan, Fauna Shaman, all good suggestions, Todd. Which card most closely represents me as a Magic player? Scornful Egotist is my invitational card. Okay, so we can't actually bring back the Riders this turn, unfortunately. Yeah, every other turn. But we can go Riders, Muldrifter, all uncounterable. Oh, I am going to play a RCQ this weekend. I don't know how to answer your question. I'm still deciding which of those 2 things to do. But it will likely be one of those 2 things, yeah. This turn's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna brought back Riders and Muldrifter. Cycle of Triumph. I want them to tap out because I don't want the counter brought back. I also get to put a counter on Solitude so it beats the Samurai in combat. Eldraine lands are broken. Brought back Avalanche Riders, Muldrifter. Pretty good. Doesn't really matter if they counter it, honestly. Yeah. Okay, do it again next turn. Yeah, with two riders, we do get to riders every turn with the Emeria. Think any changes after repping? I kind of want to cut the Knot of this World. It hasn't been performing super well. I also haven't played against like any Solitude decks, so that might not be the case. But that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Gonna let this Riders die so I can brought it back. Peasy easy. So then be down to like one Solitude maybe. Wismere seems okay against Binding. Rest in Peace. The first Wismere is probably good. And two Teferi. I don't think we want Veto. Veto's not terrible. Could play some number of Veto over the Womans. Womans is kind of nice. Yeah, maybe Veto over Womans is fine. And I'll stop calling it Womans. We could also play cut the fourth Heartless Summoning because we're kind of down on creatures. Could play second Wismere, second Solitude. Let's try second Solitude. Cut all Heartless Summoning. Yeah, you could. I kind of agree, but I think we went a couple copies still. It's still very good with Riders, Norn, Drifter, Golos. Yeah, 4 main deck Riders. Yeah, 7-mana Anchor with 4 Heartless Summoning. It's not a Veto, yeah, it is. Not even against blue-white will I keep this hand. Love this one, though. So you can go Indotha Triome, Hallowed Fountain. Let me just put back the Emeria, I guess. No, we've played a lot of Witch's Cottage. We've I got second in RCQ with Witch's Cottage actually, but this hold on. This deck is sets up for Eighth Mage's Touch with Witch's Cottage. A lot of 5-0s with this deck. Okay, I guess we're gonna go for Brought Back. Brought Back is so good in this deck. Okay, well. Oh, whoops. Thought I had turned off my auto yield. Guess not. That's okay. We can just get Godless Shrine Fountain, I suppose. We have plenty of answers to this too, at least. Might just slam Nor next turn. I guess it depends on what they do. Cast, not evoke here, notably. So this is, I guess, my counterspell bait, so I can go Drifter, Ephemerate, hopefully. Dex feels pretty sick so far. I know we lost to... We were up against Murktide, then conceded to change the deck, and then we lost, but... Good start so far, either way. Next we can go Norn into Drifter. Norn turning off Solitude, turning off Binding is also pretty exciting. Although it does look like they're not playing Binding, for what it's worth. How many subs for Commander Deck Tech? For 3 subs, I will take a look at your Commander deck, say it looks very cool, and then not say anything else. Looks like about power level 7, whatever the meme is. Could idyllic range this. I think getting Domain for my Leyline Binding is probably more important. Because then I can go like, Binding into Drifter brought back next turn potentially. Or Binding into second Elesh Norn, Muldrifter. If they Verdict. Not a bad one to pick up either. But I think I just want to go Binding Norn Drifter. This deck has been awesome so far. 1 mana, draw 4. They can't Solitude either. Yeah! They didn't Subtlety the Elesh Norn! Oh, man. Let's go. What version of Prowess do you prefer? I heard someone asking about it earlier. I have a list in the Stream Decker that's maybe not like 100% the list I recommend, but like very close. Okay, Gigantha Scalding Spirebluff Canal. So they're a Breach deck most likely. I think with the Wall of Woman's draw, I'm just going to take this hit from Ragavan. Trax is better than Gristlebrand in the Goryo's deck, which is crazy, right? Think Skrelv might be perfect for Fiddlebender. It's an upgrade, sure. It's an upgrade. I guess if I draw a fetch land, I'll brought back also in turn 2, especially if they play another creature. Might brought back anyways if they play another creature. Don't Spell Snare me. Ah! No. That's fine. I'll take another hit. Spell Snare is so fucking good. Can I explain why it's better than Gristle? We've had this conversation a lot, but like very, very, very shortly again. It stabilizes you in games where your life total is too low for Gristlebrand. This happens a lot because you're not Gristlebranding until turn 3, turn 4 most often. This happens a lot because you're not solituding until turn 3 or turn 4 most of the time. Or not, sorry, going off to turn 3, turn 4 most of the time. It being more hardcastable, I know kind of sounds dumb or kind of sounds like a meme, but 7 mana is like much easier to hardcast than 6. It pitches to Solitude, which is really nice because if you have one in the yard, the other one's not dead in your hand. It also pitches to Grief and Force of Negation, which is really nice. It has better stats than Gristlebrand, which is like also a small thing, but it has better stats than Gristlebrand. And also like looking at the top 10 and selecting the best like 4 or 5 of them is, I think, a better effect than pay 7, draw 7. Alright, let's take 8. I can go like Norn plus Solitude next turn. Gigantha in the hand. Okay, so do I want to go Norn Solitude or Solitude brought back? Let's go Solitude, Norn Solitude, and then I can get a blue source for my Muldrifter. We also have the potential Idyllic Range up for heat protection here. Yeah, no counter spell because of Gigantha is nice. Alright, that's good for me. Again, you know, this deck is very much built to maximize Norn's power. Like, in the Elementals deck, she's not as crazy as this, but boy, is she crazy here. 1 mana, draw 4. 1 mana, draw 4. Literally better than Ancestral Recall. And we're going to brought it back, too. Oh, whoops. I guess that's fine, because we just get to go... We can go to 3. We get to go Idyllic Range, 2 counters on Elesh Norn, brought back, Ephemerate, Binding. Kind of looking for a Solitude, so I'm not dead to like Breach Bolt and stuff. But I think for right now, we'll just go Binding. This is kind of insane. They can't win because Thorico won't go off. They're playing Gigantha. They win with Grape Shot instead if they have a combo, but they're more of a Fair Breach deck, probably. Wait, that's busted? Yeah, I know this deck looks like a pile, but I put a lot of thought into it. And I also didn't put that much thought into it either. I don't know, I did. I missed, I for some reason had Temple Garden over Godless Shrine just as a brain fart, and then the Forged Cinders weren't very good, but that's okay. So let's cut the Riders. I might just be in Sanctifier for Riders. Maybe just 3. Like 1 to Fairy. Yeah, Riders are so good in the stack. I'll keep this. Also like to say I'm having a really good time. This deck is awesome. I'm having a good time playing. Was lost. We lost to Murktide, so we crushed Murktide game 1 of a match. I had to drop because I didn't realize Forged Cinder was so bad with Heartless Summoning, obviously. And then I don't know why I had Temple Garden and over Godless Shrine, just like kind of last minute changes, brain farts. Do they ever play Blood Moon? I think no. Or not often enough that I should be getting a Plains here, probably. Where's the name of the Dark Souls character Tripwire reward? It should be enabled. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I don't know if like a mod took it off or something. Saga, they're not playing Saga. They're like the Fair Breach deck. It looks like, not the Saga Breach deck. They could still be playing, in theory, Grinding Station Saga, but most versions aren't at the moment. Okay. Obliv, 6 months, thank you. Dress down so bad against Norn. I don't know, kind of a mixed bag, right? Good beats. Alright, Alpha, let's go to game 3. Bring in 2 Wispmare, I think. We just 1. We have Binding still. It's like this. I feel like I don't see Blood Moon very often in their sideboards. Guess I was wrong. Can keep this one though. To be on the play, which is awesome. Does binding work? Aren't they all mountains? No. If you have basic planes in play, binding cost 2 or 4, and you could binding to Blood Moon. Ragavan's still worst card in Modern. Corey's Blood Moon side. Yeah, it doesn't seem bad. Just haven't seen it very much. Sorry, I listened to stream deck out before. We trophied with it. I think we are 10-3 overall with the list, which is pretty good. Gonna dress me down again, opponent. They are. But also with 2 planes in play, we can cast most of our spells. Can't cast Mulldrifter, Heartless Summoning. Attack. Probably not, huh? I'm gonna block. What is this? Why are we what are we doing here, opponent? You're gonna kill a wall? I guess that's fine. Okay, deal. A lot of good top decks. Could get flooded again. We'll see. They're not playing Counterspell. They have Gigantha. Maybe that's what you're saying. TNC tiny bit flooded. That's all right. Have a lot of good draws. Leyline of Combustion, a sideboard card against Red Black Scam. It's good against Scam, I guess. Kind of depends on what deck you're playing, though. Like, if you're blue-white control, you're not going to want it. Shame Grange wouldn't have saved the wall anyway. This is not Arena, where Heat does only 4 damage. Bummer! Muldrifter, why do you have to show up after Blood Moon comes down? I guess if we, if we can answer the Blood Moon with one of our 4 bindings or our Wismere, that will be in okay shape. Third Unholy Heat. Norn thankfully has 7 toughness, but they might have another burn spell. Yeah, wow. No cards in their hand, though. And they didn't keep a card on top. So, a lot of good draws. Wismere being very good. A lot of bad draws, too. Solitude being very good. Brought back, thankfully. Not one we want. Oh, I forgot about Gigantha. I guess Norn blocks pretty well. Okay. So we want to Norn first, so we can double up on binding triggers. Dead to Heat. Or sorry, Breach off the top. Need to fade for a turn. Okay, they drew a land, they played Gigantha, I binding Blood Moon and Channeler. Play this, or this. I guess we want the Grange. Could be dead to a bolt. It's okay. I mean, I don't really have much choice, right? Just exile. Exile. Get an attack at least. Draw 4. They have a lot of top decks that kill me. They put Canal in the graveyard, though. Alright, not as bad as them drawing a Bolt or a Breach here. Exiles Ledger Shredder. No Connive this turn. No attack either, wow. Alright, so they have 8 points of power. And I've got 9 points of toughness. So let's go to attack first. What is this, draw 10? It's like draw 8 or something. It's 4 mana, draw 8. Attack first, though. We let them connive, could die to a, connived bolt, but... Judge for Cynthia combat. Well, I have backup, I do have a backup, Elesh Norn if they do that. Hopefully mill a dead card, or a kill card, dang it. Alright, 1, or 2, 4... Oh no, I drew planes! Okay, I have another planes. Okay, I thought that was out. Should have fetched planes first. Okay. So... I can play planes for turn. And then... Better to save binding for heat, right? Than it is to... Just binding double trigger right now, I think. Don't need to Solitude right now. Could go to 2 pretty easy, right? Oh, I forgot this is rebounding, huh? Binding for Breach. I do mean binding for Breach, yeah. Chatters always know what I mean instead of what I actually say. It's awesome. Why not pay for Spell Pierce? I'll give you one guess. Why not pay for Spell Pierce? Nobody plays that card anymore. Modern is now the Spell Snare format. That's true. A lot of card disadvantage going to discard so much. An excellent point, Fran. 11 cards in the hand. 4 more on the way here. Alright, so I guess we go... Solitude, my own Norn, and this Small Drifter. No, I guess I want... Yeah, the Small Drifter. Good patience, opponent. Woo! Wow. Okay. Close hand, honestly. Can I talk myself into keeping this? 24 lands on the draw with double Solitude. Seems kind of fine, honestly. Any land this hand's good, so keeping. Pin on Murktide, the card versus Breach.
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike.
No. I don't know. It's a conversation. It's a conversation. Or against Ponza. It's, you know, not very good for my hand. I did draw the land though. Got 3 cards. We function okay with the Plains and a Blood Moon in play. Oh, we can Avalanche Riders the forest in a couple turns. Oh boy. Have to draw one more land. No, Klothys. Forgive my insolence. Could maybe be good to go Binding into Heartless Summoning Riders too. Although, just the sooner we kill this, the better also. Ragavan is the worst card in Modern. I don't know. It's not every deck's playing 4 Wall of Omens, but man, this happens all the time, doesn't it? This Klothys actually good in Ponza? I wouldn't play it, no. Sorry, Klothys. Well, I'm not going for mana is kind of wild here. So am I just going to Riders again? Probably going to Binding this turn. Yeah, let's just Binding this turn. And I'm just going to take the dumb hit from Ragavan too. No attack? No attack with Riders? No attack with Riders? They died of Ragavan chat. Maybe I feel like we've had a lot an above average like Miss Lethal or these kind of suggestions today. I wonder if it's because I invited YouTube to come hang out today. I wonder if that's the reason. Kind of suspicious, huh? Yeah, I think we're supposed to go Summoning Riders, get them down to 1 land. Leave this back to block, and then I can start hardcasting Solitudes and getting some life back from the Klothys. So I'm down to 5. Maybe I should Solitude my own Avalanche Riders here instead of the Ragavan so that I am not dead to a Bolt. Don't hate it. Yeah, so the yelling really worked. We really had a lot of YouTube people come today. I'll have to yell more often. I'm gonna fetch. Don't really think my opponent has a bolt. I think they might have bolted the Solitude attack. If they do, we can still Solitude our own guy here. Start with the Muldrifter. I guess I'm supposed to go Idyllic Grange, counter on Solitude, attack for 3. I'm okay trading if they want to trade. I'm going to Binding their Klothys and Hardcast Solitude on their Ragavan if they don't block. They do block, it's okay. Going up to 5 is nice. Then we Binding the Klothys and then leave up Hardcast Solitude. Dude, imagine if Solitude was a 3-mana 2/1. Pretty easy to imagine, I guess, this game. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the Riders. Riders in for Sanctifier most of the time. I do typically like Teferi a lot against Ponza, though. Although it was more so when they used to play Bloodbraid Elf back in the day. Wismare's gotta be pretty good, too. Maybe we're just like 2 Wismare, 2 Sanctifier. I trim 1 Summoning for 1 Teferi. Okay, we can go turn 2 Solitude, brought back that in the fetch land. Might have turn 2 Blood Moon again, though. Then maybe it's... I guess I don't have Esper Triome. Maybe I should have Esper Triome. I'm on Rogran, Avzan. So it could be... I could be on Esper plus... Naya? Maybe Esper plus Naya is better. Resolves. Okay. Just chill. Yeah, I think Esper Triome, Naya Triome is better than Jeskai Triome, Abzan. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I always have a hard time getting the Triomes right the first time. To be honest, kind of a gap in my deck building. So this brings back the creature tap, so I can't block the Arbor Elf here like I could with Ephemerate, notably. I think I'm going to go Godless Shrine into Fountain. Let's go to an attack here. I'm about to cast Heartless Summoning, and so the Solitude isn't going to be able to trade for 2 tokens going forward. I think they likely make the trade here. Oh, I should have played my land. I could have drawn Ephemerate. That was a missequence. Not punished, thankfully. And then I think I guess I don't have any red cards in the deck at the moment. My domain is only 3. I think that's okay. I'll just go to play my wall. Ooh, I love Golos plus Heartless Summoning. Okay, another Spyro. Discard Boseiju Lightning Bolts. Okay. I mean, I want to get a Maria with Golos. So I think I'll do that. I'll get a Maria with Golos, and then it's kind of painful, but I can just go Fetch Shock in Sacred Foundry, then 2 mana Leyline Binding Clothis. I guess the argument for getting Abzan Triumph over Emeria beyond just being able to 2 mana here is that I can activate Golos with 1 more land off the top. Oh, they are playing Bloodbraid. 2-4 against 3-2. Into Ooze. Okay. No good attacks, right? Let's pass back. Clark, Twitch Prime, take a thank you. That could have been sick with your in? Maybe. Probably. Yes. So they've already played their lands. I can block back my Golos here. So they shouldn't be able to ooze me, right? So I think what I'll do is block the Bloodbraid Elf with the Wall of Omen so I can brought it back also. Oh, I should have stacked it the other way because I could have drawn a Dotha Triumph off the wall. That would have been actually terrible. If I evoke Muldrifter here, I can't spin Golos. But I can also cast Wispmare. I think I'm just gonna go cast Muldrifter, so I can guarantee getting to the next turn. Oh, this is not a May ability, is it, huh? Well, pass back in that case. Nah, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. I guess I could have cast it to destroy my Heartless Summoning, though. That could have been fine. I have no idea how they think they have an attack here. Maybe they do. I don't know. Might get an Idyllic Grange blowout again. Thank you, Nod. Are you also from YouTube after me yelling? This is 3 damage on it, right? Yeah. Idyllic Grange is broken. Actual broken. I think like playing Red Ridden 6 by putting an extra counter here. Nice Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay. Oh, wait, what? I didn't even realize we had a Mary online. I thought we were 1 land away. Second Emeria, draw Solitude, spin Golos. GG. I guess, well... yeah, I'll just get their board empty. Don't need more cards, surely. Oh, I need more cards. Wow. Alright, let's get a prediction going. 4-1. This deck's something, huh?
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike.
This deck is something. Wow, could keep this pretty easily if we had a Black Source, but we don't. The whole decks win more, they say. Look, I've got 2 Solitude. Whoa! Sorry, I should have mulliganed again. Solitude's not gonna do much against the Prisantron. Good tracks to begin creativity over Archon. I think you should play one Trax at 3 Archon. This is gotta be a terrible matchup. We are playing 4 Avalanche Riders though. We have you know, Ingot Chewers in the sideboard too. My hand's pretty bad though. Not too bad. Avalanche Riders off the top one time. But it plays Torpor Orb, do we cry? I mean, we have like Leyline Binding and Prismatic Ending. Oh, so not Prismatic Ending, just Leyline Binding. If they played Elish Thorn, we do cry though. I guess Muldrift would be awesome too. It's not too bad. We'll just cash in the Ephemerate now. Play another one probably. Sure. I have Ephemerate on the rebound too. Solves my brought backs. Just, you know, something. What if they have Dismember? I'm not gonna play around it. They only have 1 card. Alright, it's a good one. Dang. Also have, you know, Binding in the deck too, I guess. Come on. Alright, it's fine. I don't have to brought back my Muldrifter this turn, I suppose. Does this stop any of their... I can't think of any ETB effects they really play, to be honest. There's probably something. Maybe not. Sundering Titan. Makes a token! Let's go! Love to see that. Yeah, maybe Thought-Knot Seer. I don't think they're on Eldrazi, though. They could be. Need to find a Leyline Binding would be really nice to unlock my hand from this Chalice. Let's go! Chalice on 2. Not that Soul Sky does anything, I guess. Alright, 1 mana draw 2. Yeah, Norn is nuts. Norn, like, this is it's also important to point out, like, Norn is like at her absolute maximum here. I mean, let's go. Why no cast brought back? Why no cast wall? Why no cast Heartless Summoning? Oh, and we have Ephemerate on upkeep to Ephemerate the Riders. I totally forgot. That's awesome. Let's go. Alright, we found our RC key deck, huh? Maybe not. This deck is so sweet, though. Okay, we have Bindings. It's okay. This is the best Avalanche Riders deck I've ever played. And I've actually played a lot of Avalanche Riders decks. This is that might not sound like anything. Fran, 33 months, love you too, buddy. Hope to see you sometime. I guess I'll wait for them to play another land here, right? They started to play a 2-drop. They definitely have a 2-drop in their hand. This has been a really, really fun deck to play. Probably gonna find a binding here. It's gonna be over, unfortunately. Oh yeah, we didn't draw a binding. We have to keep playing. That's the best case scenario. I guess they should have played their 2-drop because of the chalice, right? Oh, I could have attacked. Whatever. Oh, we could play Heartless Summoning to shrink our Solitude into 1 power, too. Just nothing matters. Nothing matters. Oh, that was Ballista. Sure. Literally a waste of time. Guess I'll pay Echo on this, though, actually. Yeah, it was funny is like they played this Chalice on 2, we made fun of it, and then we drew like 6 2-drops immediately. Elesh Norn is I'm gonna get addicted to this, I can already tell. One mana binding, answer the Chalice on 2, answer the Ensnaring Bridge. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is something. I bring in these Ingot Chewers. I bring in the Teferis. Gonna go down to like 2 Solitudes probably, 2 Womans. Could put 1 Whisper. They're a Saga deck. Might have like a ley line of something. I don't know of what though. Could play a Dovin's Veto. I think I'm just gonna sit at this. Be right back. I'm gonna keep this hand, by the way. Think that Shell's a playable deck? Yeah, of course. I mean, we were doing really... We had like a 10 and 0 stream with it like a month or 2 ago. With like 3 Breaches, and... Breach is very, very good in that deck. It's just, you know, hard to have a 10 and 0 stream with a deck and then be like, unplayable, actually. Yeah, we'll play another league of this after this. It won't be the only league with this today. Dude, they're powering out those serum powders, huh? Life total not seeming too important in this matchup. Can probably just get Godless Shrine Plains, though. Brought back. Bounce the Saga. Because I'm getting... I guess I'll cast the Heartless. I'll just cast Heartless Summoning here. Replay Saga, not super surprising. Stonebrain. Stonebrain, what are they going to name? Leyline Binding, maybe? Nick Sporn, Twitch Prime, thank you. I don't know. This is fine. Avalanche Riders. Stonebrain Avalanche Riders. Dude, Modern is so sick. It's just... What a format, huh? What a format. Oh wait, this is sorry, this is only 3 mana. Only 3 mana Elesh Norn is pretty good, Elesh Norn. Guess I have no red cards left in my deck, so I don't need to get Sacred Foundry or play this. So let's just go and get Grange, 2 counters on Elesh Norn, cycle the Triome. Interesting. So we are going to save Brought Back for next turn to go with the Teferi. Just play this tapped probably and attack for 5. No, this is a Prison-Tron. I really think Prison-Tron would be much, much better if they cut these Serum Powders, by the way. Laura did. That's good. That's good. Glad to see someone doing it. Ballista X equals 4. So I guess let's go 3 mana Binding, Exile, Exile. And then I'm assuming they're going to kill my Teferi, and then I can go Brought Back Teferi, and I can bounce the Binding back to my hand. Oh, I should have bounced the Binding first, because if I find Ephemerate, I want to get rid of the Chalice, I guess. My only blue source. So I guess we're just play this tapped. Pass. Bring back Muldrifter with Emeria next turn. That has been just gas the whole league. Results. So let's go Binding, get rid of Bridge and Chalice. Then do I just play Solitude as a creature to attack? I think so. I'm going to draw like at least 10 cards this turn. Yeah, I was pretty excited for this one. It's definitely performing a little bit better than I expected, but I did believe in this deck. And this is the kind of deck that like I feel like you look at it looks like a pile of shit, but there's a lot of like intentional things going on. Sorry, don't even need to. This is just one. No Avalanche Riders in the deck because of the Stonebrain, though. Is there such a thing as too many cards? No. Dumb question, really. Oh, I do have the Ingot Chewers, so I need to get Sacred Foundry. Where's my Sacred Foundry? Oh, it's in my hand, damn it. Spewing. We're spewing the value. I mean, how could anybody keep up with all this, right? Get the last 2 lands out of the deck. We could play an Atraxa. I just don't know why you see how much value this deck has, and you're like, you know what this deck needs? A 7-drop. Fuck. It's fine. It's fine. Do I want to Ephemerate or anything? I don't think so. So let's bring back Elesh Norn. Play the Sacred Foundry. No, Mary is not legendary. Just like Valak, it's not legendary. GG. What a match. What a match. Classic GG, no concede, that's fine. They could have sacked the Inventor's Fair in response too, but they didn't. Well, yeah, that was a great league. That was a great league. Let's run it back. Open the chest though real quick. Lost was to Murktide. Oh, fixed triumphs, right. So we want to do Esper, Naya.